Hello and welcome to the semester's first edition of Temple Update. I'm Liza George.
And I'm Bryant Madrick. We have plenty of Temple news to get to, but we'll begin the semester with a story on North Philadelphia, getting a special visit from a special lady. First Lady Michelle Obama stopped at the Fresh Grocer just a block from Temple's main campus to promote her Get Moving campaign against childhood obesity. The brand new supermarket was just the first stop along the way. After her tour through the aisles, Mrs. Obama took a trip to Philadelphia's Fair Hill Elementary School to speak about the benefits of eating healthy.
One of the major goals of Mrs. Obama's plan is to improve the access to healthy foods in underserviced communities. With more on the First Lady's plan, here's Update's Andy Goodling.
The crowd cheered as the First Lady visited the new Fresh Grocer supermarket near Temple University. Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner also came along in support of the program. He and Mrs. Obama took a tour around Fresh Grocer, and the First Lady even tried one of their new strawberry banana smoothies. Childhood obesity is a huge problem in urban areas, where it is often hard to find fresh fruit and vegetables.
Almost 50% of children in the city of Philadelphia are at least overweight, and about 25 to 30% of them are obese.
Director of the Center for Obesity Research and Education at Temple University, Dr. Gary Foster says the issue of childhood obesity is complex, but one of the contributing factors in urban areas is a lack of places to find fresh produce.
There are so-called food deserts where children and their families don't have access to supermarkets. So the reality for kids in the neighborhoods that surround Temple is that it's very difficult to find healthy food, and when you can, it's very expensive.
Before this Fresh Grocer opened back in December, there were literally no options to buy fresh fruit and vegetables here for nearly a decade. This store was made possible through the Fresh Food Financing Initiative, a Pennsylvania-funded program that invested more than $30 million in constructing new stores in underprivileged areas. The First Lady's Let's Move campaign would like to expand this program throughout the country, giving urban children access to fresh produce.
Once kids taste fruit especially, they like fruit. It's the perishability of those items and the cost of those items that really make it a difficult sell at this point.
Later that day, Mrs. Obama spoke with some local students about healthy eating habits. She also praised the opening of Fresh Grocer, saying, quote, "Hopefully it'll set a tone for what we can do throughout the country." In North Philadelphia, reporting for Temple Update, I'm Andy Goodling.
The city of Philadelphia has seen a record-setting winter thus far. Snowfall has reached well over 70 inches, making this the snowiest recorded winter in Philadelphia history. The storms caused Temple to close down operations for 2 days. Temple management has been working ever since to keep streets and walkways clear to ensure the safety of the faculty and students.
I was very happy with the job that our facilities management people did, and all three of the groups, grounds, driver helper, and housekeeping, did a great job. And we were very proud of the people that put all the effort into it.
The accumulation of the two large storms eclipsed the previous mark set by the blizzard of '96.
The record snowfall hit Temple's crew teams particularly hard. The weight of the snow caused the tents that store the team's equipment to collapse and destroy at least 5 boats. Each boat has an estimated value of nearly $40,000. The men's team has its first race in early March. Temple Snowboarding Club held its second annual Rail Jam competition at the Bell Tower. Before the storms hit the Philadelphia area, the club created its own terrain park with snow donated by Jack Frost Big Boulder. Participants came in from the far north as Vermont, spending the day grinding rails to get into the final round. The top 3 boarders received cash prizes and bragging rights for next year's events.
Demolition of the University Services Building is complete. The building, which housed administrative offices, was moved to make way for a multi-purpose student residential complex in addition to a new dorm. President Hart's plan for the space on the corner of Broad and Cecil B. Moore includes a new parking facility, new dining services, and retail outlets. This is just one of several initiatives outlined in Hart's 2020 plan.
Temple has continued its efforts to go green in a 10-week contest called Recyclomania. Temple Students Government and the Students for Environmental Action are 2 organizations leading the charge in a recycling competition against colleges across the nation. The participants are ranked after reporting a total of recycled aluminum, glass, plastic, and paper. Temple finished 39th in the sustainability contest last year. Many Temple students and faculty members are celebrating Black History Month on campus. The Blockson Collection is an exhibit showcasing African American history through photographs and personal letters of William Still. Still was an abolitionist during the slavery era who assisted people trying to escape to freedom. The exhibit will be on display in both Paley Library and Sullivan Hall through the end of the month.
College grads may soon not owe as much for their first student loan payment. The White House has proposed limiting loan payments to 10% of a student's postgraduate income. The payment for a graduate who owes $20,000 would be reduced to nearly $230 a month to $115. The proposal also suggests all remaining debt after 20 years be forgiven. Those in public service would have their debts forgiven in 10 years. Over 50 companies took part in a career fair in Temple's Get a Student Center. Students got a chance to meet, mingle, and exchange contact information with professionals from all fields. Temple's Career Center organized the event. This is one of several career fairs held each year on main campus.
It was an engineering exhibit on Temple's main campus. A team of graduate and undergraduate students recently displayed their model of a hybrid vehicle. The rebuilt Audi can get an estimated 65 miles when the batteries are fully charged. The goal is to increase the efficiency, range, and performance of the original vehicle while minimizing harmful emissions. This was just one of several Engineering Week's demonstrations.
Philadelphia has continued handing out traffic tickets to those caught driving while on a cell phone. Earlier this week, I got a chance to find out more about how the new city law is working. You see them in cars just about everywhere.
Everybody's got to make a call. It's like they got to answer that call when it comes.
And when it comes, if motorists pick up a phone while driving, the next thing that comes is a ticket. Since December, Philadelphia police have enforced a law they say is working.
We think it's a good law. We're enforcing this one now. It's only a few months in, and we've written over 3,000 of them.
The law has many supporters like Luis Rodriguez, who knows firsthand the downside of distracted driving.
I've seen plenty of accidents with my own eyes with people being on cell phone. I got hit one time for a person being on a cell phone, so yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Wireless retailers across the area have seen a rise in hands-free devices from many drivers looking to avoid the $75 to $300 tickets.
We've seen a good number of people buying more accessories when it comes to Bluetooth and headsets, the wired headsets, which has been good, and I think that's a reflection of the new law which just came out.
Talking on the cell phone while behind the wheel of a car can be a tough habit to break for some. That's why before giving out tickets, the Philadelphia police gave out these pamphlets warning of the new ban. However, if a statewide ban passes across the state of Pennsylvania, the penalties can carry a lot more weight.
If it gets adopted by the state of Pennsylvania, then it becomes a motor vehicle code violation, just like running a red light. So when you're stopped, you'll be getting a traffic summons, which will go against your license. It'll be recorded by the state.
Despite the apparent success, the ban does have skeptics.
There's a ton of distractions that people have, and I don't know if them banning it will really change anything.
And for many drivers, no law is a deterrent to answering that call. Anywhere, there's much more to come on this edition of Temple Update.
We'll be right back.